Kanpai!
Kanpai!
Kanpai to you all. Welcome to episode 170, where we're going to be doing our yearly celebration of anime, the Golden Tankard Awards. That is not a golden tankard. It is a tankard, though.
But it is a tankard, yes.
Imagine if you'd actually gone out and gotten some spray paint.
I know. Well, hang on.
What? You're talking over each other. I have no idea what the fuck you were saying.
How about this one?
That works.
Oh, my lord.
It doesn't really. It's a golden pineapple.
Anyway.
But before we get into that, we've got, of course, our usual housekeeping. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, because I love comments. I don't get nearly enough of them. I think it might have eaten Strombus's comments again this week. I don't know why YouTube does that, but please leave a comment anyway. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Tell a friend to subscribe to the channel. Tell your dog to subscribe to the channel, or your cat. Make sure you...
Tell us how wrong we are about our choices for this particular episode.
Yes, that's true. If you
I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a fight with one of you, because I saw one of the things that you guys have put in. I just don't know where you've put it in, so I'm really interested to know.
If you prefer listening to podcasts instead of watching them on YouTube, so you don't have to get all the advertisements and stuff, we have an audio version, which is linked in the description below. You can add it to your RSS feeder on your favorite podcast app and download them as the episodes come out. We also have a Discord where you can come hang out. It's been a little quiet these days. I think we need to... Maybe now that the new season started, we can get some more activity going on with the banger intros and stuff. Zeno and I stream. We quite often stream together. Most of the time we stream together. But you can also check out the Patreons from Zeno and me, mostly Zeno. And I think that's basically all the business end of things. Shall we?
A little shout out. Notice me Senpai has received a substantial upgrade, shall we say?
That's true. That's true.
And I'm quite proud of what we have achieved, and now we'll be maybe start looking towards season 3. Like, what can we do for season 3? And what was the other thing I wanted to pimp? I can see Strombus shells on the video. What
he must have left it after I gathered them. Oh no.
11 hours ago.
Oh no. I'll have to add that before we get to the actual comment section. Right.
Well,
so expect a pause later.
For no indiscernible reason.
No, absolutely no reason at all. But yeah, go check out Notice Me Senpai, because I'm proud of what we've done there.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. Shall we go ahead and begin the awards?
Yes.
Absolutely.
How many categories did you say we had? 18?
18 categories.
18 categories. So we're gonna try and we're gonna try and switch to small people. There we go. We need to investigate why that's happening. And so we're gonna try not to go through these too fast. We want to give you our reasons behind why we've picked what we've picked, if we can. Which category should we start with, though? I don't think we
should always start with best. We should always pick.
You want to start with best?
Anime.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'd like. Unfortunately, we have an advantage over Nasuth because we can actually see what his picks are, unless he decides to. But I'm interested to think. What did you think I picked for best? And what do you think Thaylien picked for best?
Oh goodness!
Best anime of 2024.
I think you picked.
I want to also caveat, right? Best anime of 2024 also includes autumn 2023 that ended in 2024. Yeah, so it's so we would have picked like Free Ren and Apothecary Diaries and all sorts of stuff like that in 2023. However, they didn't finish until 2024. So so Thaylien thinks I picked Free Ren. I kind of feel that Thaylien picked Undead Unluck.
Nope.
I can't decide whether you would pick Apothecary Diaries or Free Ren. I think you liked Free Ren just a little bit more, so I'm going to agree with Thaylien on this one.
What do you think he picked?
I think he picked Delicious in Dungeon.
Ooh.
Still no.
Right, okay. So I certainly did pick Free Ren. Right?
Okay.
And I feel that it was, honorable mentions to both Apothecary Diaries and Dan to Dan. Free Ren to me was just ever so slightly more of a better narrative experience. The only point in Free Ren that I didn't particularly enjoy was not a tournament, an exam
the little exam
bit.
arc. Yeah.
No, not the whole exam arc. It was just the first exam that they did. And it just took 4 episodes. And there are other events throughout the entire series that take just as many episodes to conclude. But that just annoyed me. I don't know why. But Apothecary Diaries, there was this... With Apothecary Diaries, there was just this lull in the series. And had I not persevered, I would have just...
The way that plays out is so good.
No, you're not wrong. But at the same time, I still felt the burn of that lull. It's very close. Don't get me wrong. It is very, very close. But as you said, Free Ren, ever so slightly, just pushes ahead for me.
Well, since they're both getting a season 2, we'll have to see how that changes things in the future.
Absolutely.
Right. So I struggled with this because there's 3 that I really wanted to pick. Dandadan and Konosuba season 3 were both really good. But in the end, I had to pick Apothecary Diaries for myself. I mean, it helps that I haven't seen Free Ren all the way through yet. That's another one that I need to get a hold of and just binge the same way I did the season 1 of Apothecary Diaries. But
bombastic side eye.
Anyway.
But because of that, I mean, this show it hits that historical drama thing I like. It's got really interesting, intelligent characters and a well thought out storyline, and just so many things that tickle me personally, tickle my fancies personally.
And Thaylien, what was your pick?
I'm sorry, I went with Dandadan.
Fair?
He picked the Dandadans.
I did pick the Dandadan. Because as much as I enjoyed Free Ren, as much as I love the storytelling from Apothecary Diaries and how carefully thought out everything is in that, Dandadan hit that spot of that combo of like wacky, serious action, but
romance.
Yeah, a little bit of romance. The combo of simultaneously stupid and smart protagonists, where they're smart in one aspect, but they're just so stupid in others that they have to get themselves in and out of these situations, and the sheer outrageousness of the situations they actually do get into. It just, again, the fact it doesn't stop. Then when it stops doing the action, it starts doing the comedy or the as far as the drama goes, the comedy drama. And then when it stops doing either of those, it punches your heart in the nuts, and then and then it goes right back.
But I feel the same way about Mao Mao and her like comedy interactions with like every time Jinchi touches her and she bristles and that sort of thing. Yeah. Or her interactions with the courtesans at the
ladies in waiting.
The ladies, no. The courtesan is a nice way of saying the hookers in the pleasure district.
Sure.
All that is great too. It's sort of like
negotiable affection.
The granny that runs that place is a lot like the granny in Dandadan when you get down to it. She's grumpy and gruff.
I get where you're coming from, but I feel that the granny in Apothecary Diaries is so much more interesting because, like, to me, the granny in Dandadan is barely explored in any way, shape, or form. Like, she's
yeah.
Huh?
What
indeed not. I said.
But
that's something that apparently is going to be changing in season 2. But of course,
I really hope so.
That's
wait, season 2 or core 2?
Core 2.
Let's face it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. I think that was the only thing that really held it back for me when it turns down to down. It's just the fact that like we're still part way through an actual narrative, and we're having to wait. So like anyway,
it's fair to rate it now because they're split core. They're not a continuous core.
Yeah.
So like I couldn't do Daima because Daima is a continuous core.
Right. Shall we move on to worst anime of 2024? And I'm genuinely wondering, did we all pick the same thing?
I don't think we did.
So what was that, Thaylien?
I don't think we did.
You don't think? Okay, I can't. So I've looked through what we have in the selection, and nothing in this list screams to me something Thaylien would pick as the worst. What the hell's that?
Really?
That's Uzumaki.
That's Uzumaki.
No, not Uzumaki. There's this redhead character. I can't tell who it is. Scroll down as a list.
With a little green, with a white scarf and a green thing.
Yeah. What character? What show's that?
Yeah, that is the one I picked.
What is it?
Shall I go forward with this one?
Oh, Monster. Yeah, do it. Okay, yeah. So if I realised that was Remonster, okay, fine. Yeah, that makes sense.
So that is my pick for worst anime, Remonster, because this is the only show that literally promotes non-consensual no-no time with multiple characters via the main character and just plays it off as oh yeah, I'm furthering my territory. I'm just doing the right thing, what I need to do. So
wait. Hold on. You said consensual no-no time. Non-consensual. Okay, sorry.
Yes, literally like flooding the room with aphrodisiac to make them ready for it, so they can't resist him when he walks in. And at that point, I'm just like, no. I dropped the show that second.
Wow.
When I saw that, I was like, no, I can't continue with this. I didn't. I
couldn't.
There was
like there's a lot of things that people complain about in anime that aren't actual problems, but this.
Yes. So there was a little bit when the when they had the wish fulfillment bit where he ended up with all 6 of their all 5 of the humans and the lady goblin, and I was like, that's just wish fulfillment stuff. None of it was non-consensual. It was all just planned as if
to confirm, he has said everything was consensual because he used a double negative. Just throwing that out there.
So everything was consensual between those characters and the main character. Thereafter, every single new character that he ends up in bed with did not agree to it.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
That's
the bad times.
Okay then. Right. Nasuth, do you want to do the honors?
So you saying that you and I both picked the worst show, Solo Leveling, but you didn't even watch it all the way through.
No, I couldn't stomach it. I hated it so much. Like it's crazy to me that people are saying that the likes of Solo Leveling and to a lesser extent Kaiju number 8 should win Anime of 2024 when there is so many alternatives.
I mean, Kaiju number 8 is good, but is it that good? I don't know.
No, it's not that good. It is not that good. It really isn't that good.
But it's definitely way better than Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling doesn't even deserve to be mentioned in the same breath as good anime.
They screwed up this as an adaptation. It's just they took a good manhwa, not a best manhwa, but a good manhwa, and they just stripped out all the context from it.
It started out with honestly a really interesting idea, but then just immediately started like driving it into the ground as towards the terrible end of things with the video game systems, with the reawakening that they're like pretended wasn't a thing until it suddenly was, with his actual like physically altering his body because he's leveling up, like his chin gets pointed, like all of these things keep adding up.
But what gets me is that the manhwa takes its time and actually goes through things and then explains why it was video game, why it was doing all these things, why it changed him. And it does that towards the end when the audience finds out the actual story behind this whole thing. There is a plan, there is a story, and it's not in any way foreshadowed by the anime at all.
Yeah,
and
I think
suddenly it all makes sense when you find out. But at this point, no.
I think the biggest deterrent.
Is bad.
I think the biggest deterrent for me for solo leveling is unreliable narrator.
Yeah,
you introduce unreliable narrator, I'm just done. I'm fucking done. Your narrator should be effectively your god. everything your narrator tells you should be trustable. The second it's not,
unless your narrator is a character in the show.
Yes.
Then you can. But if your narrator is your narrator, it must be accurate. You're absolutely right, Xeno.
But I argue there that a character narrating is different from a narrator.
Yes,
right?
The narrator is omniscient. A character isn't.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you wanted to spend like 10 minutes on these.
No, I got that wrong. I got that number wrong. It's 5.
Okay. Yeah,
he thought we could do 10. He meant we could spend 5.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I got the number wrong.
18, not 9.
Yeah.
So, what are we moving on to?
Best underdog.
Ooh.
Right.
Okay. Who wants to lead? Nasuth,
I'm trying. Yeah, you go for it, Nasuth.
Well,
I'm going to try and guess Thaylien's.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows what mine is. So we had a little bit of a talk about this in the background of what really count. Oh, it's not. Oh, is it not showing up because it's got a V in front of it? Oh no, wait, there it is. Never mind. There it is. So mine was the Fable because we had a bit of a discussion about what makes an underdog, and Thaylien and I kind of have that similar criteria. It's one that people weren't necessarily talking about. It's not necessarily made by a big studio.
Not very advertised.
Yeah. Now this is one that the first core, nobody was really talking about it when it, before it came out. Now by the second core, people had kind of discovered it and realized, oh, this is something good. But to me, that still counts. Because it started out flying under the radar, and it was only towards the end that people, that's kind of part of what makes an underdog is people discover it and realize, oh, this is good. To me, anyway. They don't have. I mean, it may be something that still has floated under the radar, but should be given attention. But to me, the comedy in this, the fact that it's a very dark comedy, and isn't afraid to go into some of those dark elements, the fact that our main character is just so socially awkward and weird, which makes sense for him.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The animation's honestly pretty good, really good. It's got an overarching plot from the beginning to the end. There's so many things in this that work together to make a really good, fun story.
I'm not gonna lie. I really, really wish I had a dub. I really wish I had, because I think it just make it so much easier to follow and things like that. Cause,
for sure,
but it unfortunately doesn't. For Thaylien, there's 2 on this list that I feel Thaylien could have picked the best underdog.
I think it's this one.
Go on.
I think it's the bartender one.
Either that. Or an Archdemon's Dilemma, How to Love Your Outbride.
And the right person is Xeno.
Yeah.
So
don't get me wrong. I also thought bartender.
Yes. So for underdog, this one, it seems very generic when you look at the show premise, the show setting, and it just quietly does a really good job of what it set out to do. Okay, it builds a world, it gives you enough information to go on and creates a likable main character, a cute supporting main character, and then sets them up in a world where things are going to go, steadily more and more into a story. I'm upset that so far it only has the one season. We don't get to see the full story, but I think that's what endears me to it a bit, because I want to know more about this show. Where is it going? If it doesn't come up with a season 2, then I'm definitely going to read the manga and find out where it goes from here. Because so it just does a cute classic fantasy romance, but from a villain's perspective. And for somebody who didn't really want to be a villain, he just realized that that's what he wanted to be, because
not to missell it, I kind of feel it's like a villain in name. Yeah.
Yes.
Is this like if Ark had been reincarnated into another world, as a skeleton in another world, but on the villain side, and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to see what it's like to be a villain," but like can't actually do it.
This is somebody handed a dud deal from the off, like orphaned and starving, and he took the only way up out of that he could. And it's had him branded as a villain because of it. He is actually a fairly normal, nice guy under the hood, but because of what he can do and what he has done, he is a villain and will continue to be one.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. What do you think my pick is then for best underdog?
Metallic Rouge, maybe.
Nope.
Definitely not gushing over magical girls. Confirmed for a second season.
No.
We've really started something with that, haven't we?
Yes.
Spice
and Wolf, maybe.
No, fuck Spice and Wolf Underdog. You fucking high.
No, that's not a.
Okay, because
CP
time,
it's Shangri-La.
That's not mine. No, right. It's the weakest tamer began a journey to pick up trash.
Really?
Yes. So this show really endeared to me as not only a good isekai, but also a show where it shows that even though that there is a stigma surrounding, you know, if you don't have the right classification or something and you're considered like a devil amongst society, a witch, effectively, it's a witch hunt, right? You know, you can.
Does she float?
No. You can get out of these terrible situations, and it's about like the people you surround yourself with. So I found this show a really endearing show, and if you do like sort of slice of lifey kind of shows and a world exploration, this is actually a pretty damn decent one. You know, I wouldn't say it's like the best show in the universe. It's not compared to like Vivi from the year before, but it's still a pretty damn good underdog for a show.
Fair enough.
Better than you'd think it would be.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that's why underdog.
Right.
All right.
I think we're gonna fly through the next one.
Best intro. Man, you know what would have been a good idea? I don't know if we could do it now. If we had the music queued up to play like a little snippet of each.
I thought about this. I thought YouTube's just going to come down on us.
YouTube would just hit. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I did think. So to blitz through this, the intro and outro, who wants to go first for best intro?
I've got a really easy one. I thought it was Dan to Dan as well in this one.
Dan to Dan is a really good intro.
Creepy Nuts create a very, very iconic piece of music for that, and it's something that gets back in my head every now and again, just jingling away while I'm working or something.
Can I say, as a minor segue, I'm so glad when I was putting my shows in here, you did not put Mashal for the intro of Mashal.
It was when I was considering them, because Creepy Nuts did both, and so I thought, which is the better one out of the two? It is Dan to Dan.
It's definitely Dan to Dan.
But the other one, but its close second is in fact Mashal's.
Bar 70th. Such a brain water. It's akin to oh crap, what's the name of the My Dear Friend Nukatan? It's a brain rot song. So whereas Dan to Dan
just because you can't understand what the rapping lyrics are, it's no.
I don't need to. But anyway, Nasuth. What did you pick?
So I picked TP Bon, which is just because it's such a divergence from your usual anime intro. It's got like, funky organ music in the background. It feels very retro, very 70s. It's so fun to listen to. Although Dan is also a really good one. Like, don't get me wrong, that was a close second.
So for me, and because this is not restricted by if the season is currently still airing, I went for the first opening of Shangri-La Frontier Season 2, which is Queen by Lisa. No, this one isn't. Like, I wouldn't have been able to...
It's a good band.
Lisa is amazing, right? It's Crossing Field is the intro for Season 1 of... Sword Art Online as one of the best songs to come out of anime. It's incredible. So, that's why I picked that one. Best outro.
And if you like listening to intros and outros, come visit our Discord where we have a whole thread just filled with them.
We do actually, don't we? We have loads. Yeah. Right. Best outro. This was really hard for me. I went through.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I went through so many of our reviewed shows just to see which outro specifically spoke to me. And like I remember watching this every single time, and it's an absolute banger. And oddly enough, I hate the anime, but it's Go-Go Loser Ranger. That outro is incredible. I really loved the outro. So the outro is called Sekai wa Iranai by Akari Nanawo. Can't say these names. But yeah, it's the outro to Go-Go Loser Ranger.
That's the one where they got like a whole dance number, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it works well.
For me, it was the absolute silliness of Bang Bravern's outro. The fact that it's like this over dramatic, suddenly boys love sort of outro where like they like lose their shirts halfway through, and it's just this. Oh, it's so funny, but it's honestly a really good song too. Like it's actually really it's very slow, so it's not like a banger or anything, but I had to watch it every time just because of how goofy it was.
That's fair. And then
I'll round this off because I've picked the outro that drew in 1,000 more fans, because some man cooked no better outro than having Dan Machi's Freya take off her shoes, adjust her clothing, and then run in a jiggly fashion across an open field to nice minor key guitar ballads. There is a genuine... Somebody looked at that one and thought, not only can I just make it about that, but also the entire season is being driven by this character and how she's going off and doing what she wants. And so we can make it symbolic at the same time. Somebody cooked with that.
I'm so proud of them. I'm not going to lie. I do understand where you're coming from. However, the music alone does not captivate me enough to actually listen to it.
No. So, this is something I was thinking. There are better songs. You're right. There are better animated outros. But it's the combo of a good enough song. None of them have free run. A good enough outro, a good enough thing. And now they have Freya taking her shoes off and running jiggly fashion across an open field.
If we're taking the outro as a whole, as not just the song, but as a whole, which I can understand because, again, the visuals in Bang Bravern were a big part of it for me.
Yes.
Right. Moving on.
Let's move on from that one,
Most stupid protagonist.
That's not right, is it? Isn't it best original premise?
Sorry. No, you are right. I accidentally skipped one. Best original premise. Right.
So preface to this one. I apparently have not watched any original premise anime this past year.
Really?
According to the listings, not one of the shows I watched was actually an original. I started one on the recommendation of Nasuth, but I haven't actually watched the show. So my only vote can go to Train to the End of the World.
That's fair.
Where's that?
It is in here. There it is. Got it.
Yeah. To be fair, I haven't watched very many original premise shows this year either, and this was honestly my pick as well, because it tells such a nice little coming of age story in a really bizarre and interesting way, and like it starts off a little slow. I think we all felt that way, but the more you go, the more interesting and engrossing it gets. Once you start to pick up the kind of rules of this world, such as they are, and then of course by the very end the story gets like so deep. It's crazy. It's good show.
Indeed.
For me, again, the big thing is like original premise anime are very far and few between.
Yeah.
So again, for anyone that's like, what is an original premise anime? It's literally, there is no source material, right?
Yeah, no manga, no book, no nothing.
Yeah. And the one for me for this was Metallic Rouge, right? I thought of all. Don't get me wrong. It was a tough pick between both Metallic Rouge and Train to the End of the World.
Yeah.
But I went with this one, even though the ending is a little rushed with both, to be fair. Metallic Rouge is the one that kept my interest the most.
Fair enough.
Yep.
I found myself bored in several places in Metallic Rouge compared to...
I can appreciate that.
I mean, I had the same struggle. They're both so good, but yeah.
They have their hiccups.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I think we're on to most stupid protagonist.
No.
Right.
Most stupid protagonist. Who have we picked for this one?
Okay.
And who's picked solo leveling?
No, I didn't. I didn't pick solo leveling. Surprisingly.
Okay, fair enough.
No.
Neither did I.
Okay. I can't think which one Thaylien has potentially gone for. Did one of you pick Laios from Delicious in Dungeon? Is that possible?
No, because he's not really stupid. He's just got his focus.
It's either got a hyperfixation or it's a little bit on the spectrum, but Laios is not stupid.
No, I think Thaylien may have actually picked I Parry Everything.
Hey, the winner goes to
Nasuth? Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yes, I picked Noah from I Parry Everything.
I picked Noah from I Parry Everything.
Yes, well done. Because this man is not only stupid in the genuinely uneducated way, where he has not read any books, he doesn't understand what monsters are in a world with monsters, but he's also just assumes that people are going along to get along in every single way. He has no concept of how to respond to, nobility, other people, and the basic misunderstanding he gets into with the others is the entire driving force of it, and all they would have to do is turn to him and say, "No, dude, you're actually really powerful. Could you please, take this seriously?" And the whole thing would collapse, and he would actually get recognized and everything else. But it's just the most basic misunderstanding, and it's all in him. Everything that's wrong with this show comes from the protagonist.
Well, for a very similar reason, unless Zeno wants to discuss, you might as well just, if you got some opinions
I'm trying to think, what did Nasuth go for in terms of...
Oh, I just had it on the screen a minute ago. You could have looked and cheated.
Oh, well, I didn't. Oh, it's going to be fucking Windbreaker, isn't it?
It is Windbreaker. As much as I enjoyed this show, what the heck? Hang on.
What have you done?
That's just the preview.
Why did that happen? Who knows? Sorry, our preview in our background in our studio kind of changed. So Sakura has a lot of the same problems that the Osan newbie has, but I parry everything. That's the one.
No.
Yes, but I think the difference is he has the potential to actually get over that, and he's surrounded by people who are trying to help him get over that mentality. So I think in the end this will be a better anime, but as it stands currently, he is the source of all his own problems. He is convinced that he needs to be tough and gruff and unapproachable, and that ends up being the cause of a bunch of other issues that surround him. And if he just realized that that's not a good way to be, he'd be like easily one of the best characters in the show. And he's still a good driving force, but he's just so dense. He's denser than a neutron star.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
I mean, he's got his reasons. Like they show that he's got his reasons for being like that, but it doesn't change the fact that he is like that.
Yes. Alrighty, so moving swiftly on with these. Best protagonist.
Okay.
So, who's...
I'm trying to think who picked what.
Oh, this is interesting.
I think Xeno picked 2B from Nier Automata.
Nope.
Because he's in love with her.
No.
Well, he is. But best protagonist... I think he's probably going to pick Freyrin again.
No.
No, he's going to pick Belle from Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
No,
that's
still
the actual one.
That's still airing.
Oh, well then why is it in here?
Because they named the outro.
Oh, right. That's fair.
Is it Hollow from Spice and Wolf?
Nope.
Okay.
Is it Uchenna from Gushing Over Magical Girls?
No,
confirmed for season 2.
It's Mau Mau.
Fair enough.
Okay, yes.
She is a smarty pants.
Yep.
And she's got that attitude. Like, this is, you have to remember that this is set in a time when, like, they make a point of this. Women aren't really supposed to be supposed to have the attitude that she has. And
yeah.
But she pulls it off so well, where she walks this line between being sort of submissive to the male roles around her, and yet like just on that edge, like she'll slap Jinji's hand off of her because don't touch me, but the way she phrases it is, you shouldn't touch somebody who's so lowly underneath you. She's got all this good stuff going on.
I do not deserve to be touched by one such as you. Yes.
Exactly.
Yep. No, everything about Mau Mau, I think, is a fantastic character. Not only does she have her positives, but she has her negatives. Like, things that she is blind to some logic and reason, things like this. And when she discovers something new, she basically becomes enamored by it. And, she risks life and limb to save a complete stranger. It's 100% Mau Mau.
Well, who she thinks is a complete stranger. Anyway.
Yes. See, this is where not having watched Apothecary Diaries comes in very useful, because I can have a disagreeing point of view. Who did you pick, Nasuth?
So as good as Mau Mau is, and she is really good, I went a slightly different direction. I picked Andy from Undead Unluck, because he's actually a lot more complex than he seems.
Very much so.
He's loyal, he's funny, he's got this incredible past behind him that they slowly unveil through the course of the show, and he's got a very simple goal, which is to die finally. But like, he's not afraid to like when other stuff starts happening, he's not afraid to sort of put that goal aside. Because if he doesn't deal with his other stuff,
yeah, he's a good enough guy that he's not going to leave somebody hanging just because he wants to die. He's not selfish with it.
Yes,
he knows that dying is a selfish goal, and so if something else comes up, he will help with that instead. I love it, and I even love the fact that when he gets because he's undead anyway. When he gets the zombie virus, he can suddenly understand the zombies, but he's still himself because he's healing from it all the time. So and he helps somebody like who has a zombie virus get their last things.
Yes, the thing he does for that zombie. Oh, so good.
Yeah. And so my
pick. What did Thaylien pick?
I picked Rick Gladiatol from the Osan Newbie Adventurer. Specifically because he's just stupid enough to be funny, but he's not as stupid as Nor. And he's got a great group of people around him who recognize him and are bringing him up to their level. He is kind to others, and he's just so damn fucking happy to be where he is, doing the things he's doing, and being an adventurer after all this time, thinking all is gone. Right? He's taken this on, and he'll when we said about Andy taking on something that he doesn't have to because just his own goals would just be selfish. He fights an opponent by specifically adapting the style of somebody that person beat, specifically to show that opponent just how good that person could be. So, with those teaching methods, and then accelerates it up, saying, oh yes, and then 2 more years, 4 more years, 10 more years of this training, and this is where they'll be. And you can't beat them at that point. He beats this opponent with the other person's techniques, specifically to prove that they're correct. So he's just a happy guy. I love him.
I kind of get where you're coming from. Right.
Still.
Moving on. So we've done best protagonist.
Now it's best girl, I think.
We have.
Best girl. Right.
Speaking
of
best waifu.
Next year this year we've got best girl and best waifu. I think next year we should also have best boy and best husbando.
That's fair enough.
If you want. But I think part of the problem is that there's not many decent contenders because so many of the male protagonists are the blankiest blank.
Yeah.
Blank Raven's pretty hot.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Ariel got into the running last time.
Did she?
Best girl.
Best girl.
Right.
Soletta? Anyway, moving on.
Anyway.
Right. Okay, so there's a distinction between best girl and best waifu. Best girl, you want to give head pats to, and you don't want to marry. Best waifu is you could still give her head pats if you want, if she doesn't bite your hand off, and you can marry.
Yes. Waifu for waifu, best girl for friending.
I don't really go in for the whole thing, but I can still pick one. Mm-hmm. I can still, come up with a criteria.
Right, okay. So, I'm trying to think, who would Thaylien pick for best girl? Who would he pick for best girl?
Fern. He'd pick Fern.
Somebody who's not of age yet is probably the best. Is going to be best girl, because best waifu is somebody who's old enough to actually marry for me.
I think he's going to either. I can't remember. Have you seen Mushoku Tensei?
Yes.
I wonder if he's gone for the elf girl from Mushoku Tensei. I can't remember her name.
Oh.
Sylphie?
Sylphie.
Either that or he's going to be a complete sadist and say Utena from Gushing Over Magical Girls.
We have a winner.
Complete sadist. Right.
She is best girl because she's a sadist. But that's the thing, because I'm not a masochist. I just get on with her. She needs people to be nice to her and be friends.
Even phrasing.
Yes, and actually give her encouragement and nice words of approval for being a good girl.
I'm pretty sure you said, I'm just going to get on with her, right?
Yeah.
I'm
just get over with your friends.
They're going to get on famously.
Yes.
So what would Xeno pick?
Not get in with her. I mean, come on, that's just silly.
I think Xeno might have picked Fern as well.
Yeah.
Nope.
Or... no.
Oh, it could be Hollow.
Nope.
Elf girl from Delicious in Dungeon. What's her name?
Nah.
Melisse. Is it Melisse? Melisse? I can't remember. No.
Oh, is it somebody from Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
No. Again, that's only in there because...
yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting.
It's Mau Mau from Apothecary Diaries. Like, best
really?
girl.
Is that best girl? Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
Best protagonist and best girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Well done.
100%. She deserves all the head pats and then will probably bite me. You know? But I'm trying to work out who did Nasuth go for?
Yeah, because best girl... Because Nasuth doesn't go for waifus, so it could be quite a lot of other things, but I'm trying to think of the ones he's watched through.
Could he have gone for Momo from Dan to Dan?
No.
Or Unluck from...
Yeah.
That is correct. It is Fuko from Undead Unluck.
Yeah, it's Fuko from Undead Unluck. There we go.
They get to win twice. Andy is Andy's best protag because he's amazing, and Fuko is best girl because she's adorable and needs all the head pats while she makes her manga.
I appreciate that.
Yes, so that you're the one that falls off in front of a train.
She does make manga.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens if you give her head pats, is you suddenly realise you're actually falling in front of a train.
Hat, it's fine.
That's true. You have gloves, yes. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Very true.
Should we move on to best waifu?
Waifu.
Right. And I think I know what Thaylien has gone for.
Really?
I think.
Well, go on.
Does Nasuth have any guesses for?
Actually,
no idea.
I want to hear. Nasuth doesn't go in for waifu, so I want to hear Nasuth's first.
Well, okay, so I need to preface this. I went for personality more than anything, because technically the character is currently underage, but if she was of age, she'd be perfect. And that is Mau Mau from Apothecary Diaries. She's fucking smart and snarky. She won't take anyone's shit. I mean, she's just an excellent, well-rounded person, and I love that.
Out of interest, have either of you started season 2 of?
Not yet.
Apothecary Diaries? It's only had one episode.
No, I haven't yet.
Yeah, that's fair. I kind of appreciate where you're coming from. Certainly, Nasuth has already acknowledged the fact that she is not old enough as of yet. But, respect your decision. What do you think?
In their society, she was, but I mean...
Yes, but in our society, that would be more of the okay groomer comment.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but if she was a couple years older, it'd be perfect.
On a minor tangent, a part of me is thinking, best husbando, Jinshi?
Potentially, yeah.
Moving on. Nasuth, who do you think that we've picked?
Well, if you didn't pick Hollow as best girl, she might be best waifu, but then that's not in there for a reason. Yeah, I think
it's from
No, I was about to say Hestia.
Fair enough.
No, Freya. She's definitely the degenerate choice.
It's Hollow. It's got to be Hollow.
Obsessed.
Okay, mine is Hollow. Yeah.
Well 100%. Done.
Because she's smart, she's intelligent, she has personality. she's of age.
She's a god.
Yeah.
You know?
I've gone the other because my choice of
Can I guess?
for the thing was the generate route. On the other direct generate route. Go on, go for the guess.
Did you go for 2B?
I did in fact go for 2.
Yes, I thought you would.
Yeah.
I thought you'd go.
Who
2B.
wouldn't? In the sense of actually, spending your life with a low maintenance.
He went for the sex robot
partner. Absolutely, the sexy robot.
Why did that suddenly change to 2.5 dimensional seduction?
That's a good question.
Because I clicked near.
That's very confusing. I don't know why it's done that.
Hmm.
Oh well, that's a bug.
That's very strange. Yes, it is. We'll find out later. But yes, Nier Automata 1.1A.
A, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely waifu material.
Like that one.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
plug her in and charge her up to make sure she's not she's not too tired later.
Yep. Right. Okay. So, most annoying supporting character. I
couldn't pick one.
You couldn't pick one?
No.
I'm trying to think who the F you would have gone with.
I don't know the names of supporting characters, so I could only potentially pick an anime.
So the whole thing is that I couldn't pick what you guys have because I haven't watched a lot of what you guys have.
Same.
In the sense that the ones I shared with you, I really enjoyed the supporting cast. So the ones that you didn't enjoy, the ones that would have had annoying support character, I wouldn't know for you guys.
Thaylien, did you watch No Longer Allowed in Another World?
I did.
I'm gonna pick that one as your most.
Is that even in here?
No.
Yeah,
Is that
very
even
top.
in here? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's not my pick.
Okay.
I'm wondering if it's someone from Wisteria Wand and Sword, because I can't work out what category that fills.
Well, I don't think you would, because you would pick something completely different for the category I would put it in. So
Okay.
I will end this one. I went for the entire supporting cast of I Parry Everything.
That
Everything they do annoys me and continues to annoy me.
Okay, that's fair. Most stupid protagonist and most annoying supporting character.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
There you go. That show.
Yep.
What would Xeno have picked?
What did I pick? Hold on, I did write it down.
Yes, it's always good to write things down for a show like this.
Oh yeah, I know. Right. Okay.
It's either gonna be somebody from Mecha Uday,
What do you think, Thaylien?
or someone from
Again, I don't.
not Spice and Wolf. Shangri-La Frontier.
I mean,
Oh, is it in the list?
I mean,
that's the
no,
question.
Shangri-La Frontier is only in there because of no,
that's
technically
another-
season
that's
one
another-
did. No, season one did finish in 2024. So
but not that one.
no, not Shangri-La Frontier.
I'm genuinely not sure.
Oh, could his be no longer allowed in Another World?
No, that's not mine.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I think you're gonna have something from like Mushoku Tensei or something, where one of the characters just suddenly acting different in the last season. No? Okay.
No. Fucking Ryuga, the pig guy from fucking Ranma. The most infuriating fucking character. And it's like, oh, we must fight! We will have challenge in 1 week! Guy gets completely lost. Like, I'm just fucking fight then and there. You fucking twat. Right? It is not that hard to just go, hey,
Timothy.
he does my head. And the thing is, like, he exists in the show for such a long period of time, right? Where you have Shampoo, who's such an interesting, diverse character who just basically appears for 2 episodes and fucks off. Like, so I got fucking God knows how many seasons of fucking pig boy who can't fucking oh my god. And then you have fucking Akane who can't fucking work out that P-chan, the fucking pig, is fucking Ryuga, even though he fucking wears the same fucking headband. Like, dear God, how dumb are you? Yeah, but it's fucking Ryuga. I fucking...
So mine is...
Okay.
I just showed it.
I didn't look. Can
you guess?
What?
Who would Nasuth go for?
You probably won't be able to guess.
Is it one that we've already covered?
It is.
It is one that we've already covered.
Did you watch Metallic Rouge?
I
did. He did.
It's not Metallic Rouge.
Fair enough.
I'm wondering if it's going to be like the little sisters from Mushoku Tensei.
It's not Mushoku Tensei.
I also don't know if we covered Mushoku Tensei or not. Is it someone from... No, I don't know. I'll spend too long guessing.
So it's the little... Again. It is the little blonde shit from Windbreaker who fills the same role as Zenitsu in Demon Slayer.
Slayer. Fucking hell.
He's a coward. He's noisy. He's a crybaby.
Zenitsu.
He's just
He's just Zenitsu.
One of my I get that he's supposed to be comedy relief, but doesn't work for me. Nope, funny at all.
The big thing is, with Zenitsu, he actually does something, right?
So does this guy, technically, but...
Does he? Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't get that far into it.
I don't think Zenitsu actually does anything of his own volition, though. He has to fall unconscious before he does anything.
Wait. Does being conscious count as volition?
Yeah, unless you are conscious, you can't do it of your own volition. No.
But he has another... Anyway. So, right, let's move on.
Okay. So, next one up.
Best Mecha series.
Yes.
I think I only watched one Mecha series this year. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure I only watched one.
3 episodes into one episode, one Mecha series this season.
Did we all pick the same one?
Did we all pick Bang Braven?
Did we all pick Bang Braven?
Bang Brave.
I think we all picked Bang Braven.
But the bit I did see of Bang Braven would have, unless it completely bombed on the end, which you told me it didn't.
It didn't.
So it would earn it from me if that was the case. So that's the case.
I think the biggest issue is that there weren't any real mecha shows.
No, technically I did watch another one. I watched Gundam Requiem for Vengeance, but Bang Braven still wins.
That's not a real show.
Requiem for Vengeance is not better than Bang Braven.
Not at all.
I'm just going to quickly double check to see what actually came out in terms of mecha in 2024, and I'm 99.9%
always got to watch
sure.
out for mecha coming out, because that's how you get a Gundam aerial.
But
okay, right. So here are all, and I do mean all, the mecha shows that came out in 2024. Mobile. Oh, actually, that's a movie, to be fair. But Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom, which can fucking get in the bin. Bang Braven. Mobile Suit Gundam Requiem for Vengeance, Synduality Noir Part 2, Code Geass, Rose of Recapture.
Does that have mechas in it? I didn't know Code Geass had mechas.
Does. Yeah. It's a huge part of it. Grand Zaza U.
Did that AIM OVA come out this year?
Nope.
Okay. I can't remember.
And that's basically it. There's 5-6 things that came out. That's it. So
these starring artists in the mecha genre.
Does not surprise me. Mecha was Bang Braven.
I mean, if this had been up against Witch from Mercury, I think clearly Witch from Mercury would have won, but it wasn't. He got to be on its own. So Oh, dear.
It's actually really sad that Mecha is considered, well, basically it's a dying genre.
I wonder if we all went for the same Isekai as well, because that's.
Nah, I'm guessing what I think Thaylien will have picked for Isekai is no longer allowed in this world, or no longer allowed in another world.
That is, no longer allowed in another world is my pick for best Isekai. Because
and he's wrong.
I might be wrong in this particular case, but I didn't want to give it to the obvious one. But also, I genuinely wasn't expecting this one to be as good as it was. I went into this thinking it was going to be something stupid, and no, it turned into a self-aware comedy that actually took through some real story writing lessons. So somebody who enjoys writing stories and researching them has written this series, and I saw a lot of myself in the way it played out.
Okay,
so this is my best Isekai for the year.
I'm guessing Nasuth and I picked the same thing.
Did we both pick Mushoku Tensei?
Mm-hmm.
Season 2, part 2, yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
we both picked.
So the first half of season 2, kind of, Xeno and I disagree on this, whether it was, good or not. I thought it was too slow and focused too much on school stuff. But the second half, man, season 2, part 2 really picked things up, and by the end was amazing.
I think the important thing is I feel it's important that you have that contrast with a lot of things. So the reason why, tangentially, Alien works as a sci-fi horror movie and Aliens works as a sci-fi action movie is you can't repeat the horror thing again because everyone knows what the xenomorph looks like.
Yeah.
So, the great thing is that you have this. Okay, well, the problem isn't one alien. The problem is a truck ton of aliens, and it turns into a thriller rather than a suspense horror. Yeah, and the thing I really like about Mushoku Tensei Season 2 Part 1 is effectively you've had 2 courses of steak already. Here's a cheeseburger followed by another course of steak.
It just went on too long. If it had been 6 to 8 episodes, it would have been fine.
I appreciate where you're coming from entirely. I really, really do.
I think, sadly...
But Season 2 Part 2 was fucking amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. Sadly for me, Season 2 Part 2 did suffer from the problem, from the backlash of people being outraged at suddenly a harem situation, and they had to play it serious.
What?
Well, it's the start of a harem situation because there's going to be more than 2 girls on this.
Well, yeah, we already know that.
So we know that, but the show had to play it serious and down to earth because that's how he's been playing these characters, and
so did I.
And a lot of people didn't, and so it suffered from a lot of people giving it. If you insist. I don't think they'd like it much, and I don't think they didn't like the series much. I feel it suffered from that a little bit, but that's not something that...
understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, I feel that it's really important that the outcries of the many do not influence the few, because otherwise, we wouldn't have such great shows like Rising of the Shield Hero Season 1, right?
True.
No one complains about no one complains about Redo of a Healer, right? So let's just have more horrible crap like that.
A few people do. A few people definitely do complain about it.
Okay,
and
Twitter
those people that complain about it are right.
Nobody complains about interspecies reviewers.
Yeah,
no, because that's objectively a masterpiece. But also there is
should we move on?
There is the joy of season 2 core 2 of Mushoku Tensei, where we find out that we have an elf who is a MILF, GILF, and Great GILF all at the same time.
Sometimes I wonder if we need to have a precursor at the start of every show. We apologise for anything Thaylien says during the course of this episode.
I'm just glad to have somebody who's as bad as me.
Excellent.
Right.
As bad. I'm sorry, he's worse. Anyway, we should move on.
Shall we move on to best action series?
Right. I'm interested. What did you guys put?
Ooh.
If Thaylien did not use Wisteria Wind and Sword yet, I think now is the time he's going to use.
How well you know me now.
Yeah.
So yes, this is he's getting the predictions down pat, as you know. Wisteria Wand and Sword, I picked for best action. The fights are really well choreographed. There's the entire beautiful animation for their movement and the magic going off, the monsters they create, and the simple fact that it's a world geared up purely for magic, and him being the one actual warrior in this it gives that fantastic contrast of how the other characters react to the situation. And even having to adapt where there's a scenario where he has to be using magic to attack, and so his companions literally make him a magically made sword and bit of armor, an armored hand, so that he can be wielding a magical blade. So it's a magic attack when he uses it. Ultimately to result in them getting like second place because they didn't, they went in for what was an actual fight, a bit of combat, and another team went in and said, "Hang on, that's not the goal of this," and then went and won the competition. It's they go into combat so much with such brilliant quality on this that even the show acknowledges, actually, no, we did a little bit too much combat, so this should have been the other way around.
Trying to think. I really should give Wisteria, but it hasn't. It needs its second core, doesn't it? Wisteria Wind and Sword. Or was it second season? Can't remember.
Might be a second season coming up. From what it is, I'm happy with what it's given us so far.
Right.
But if there's another season coming, I'm very grateful. I'm thinking that for action, that Undead Unluck might win it again for Nasuth.
Which one?
He says
Undead Unluck.
No. I think Xeno either picked Nier or Dandadan.
I picked Dandadan.
Of course.
I
Nice.
genuinely, Dandadan's events are told in such a interesting and unique way. They could keep it plain, simple, and boring, but Science Saru, I'm not often a fan of their work, but they are really knocking it out of the park with this.
Yeah.
And I think it's like the storyboarding, the cinematography, the basically the way that they are adapting what is in this 2D paper format into something that is an animated piece of entertainment. I think they're doing an absolutely fantastic job with the whole of Dan, and some of the fights and things are so uniquely conceived. Like, I love the stuff that they had with the second fight at Momo's house. It was just like, I did not expect any of that. It was just really clever and brilliant. So
the school too. The school was so weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Dan has been a complete I say surprise because I know everyone that's read the manga has just been raving about it. I think it has earned that praise. I'm trying to think what the hell Nasuth has picked.
Well, retroactively, I probably should have picked Dan. Retrospectively, looking back on hindsight, I probably should have picked Dan as well. But I went for more pure action and less interesting mixed with action.
Because it hasn't appeared anywhere else. I'm either thinking Ninja Kamui, but it could also be Mecha Uday.
It is Mecha Uday.
No. Oh, it's Mecha Uday.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot, which one of these is
interesting?
That one? Yes. Yeah. So again, this is one of them that like I talked about it during the review. It's got occasional bits of like moments of bad frames, but that's not usually during the action. They usually seem to save a lot of their actual budget for the important action, and it does play out like it has a lot of that Gurren Lagann feeling where the action just gets over the top and crazy. In a way that I mean, Dan has that too. Like we've also said that Science Zero is really channeling Trigger for this series, but so is whatever I can't remember the name of the company that did this. This is their first anime, and there's just something about it that was really fun to watch. I mean, again, retrospectively, probably should have picked Head to Dead because it does play things really well, like the top of that train fight.
So the studio that's done Mecha Ude is Triff Studio.
Yes, I think it's Tri-F actually.
Oh, might be Tri-F.
But yeah, they've only done like music videos before this, which is kind of crazy. But like the whole ending sequence where they're doing these big fights, sort of citywide fights, it does handle it really well.
Cool.
Indeed.
Next.
All right. Comedy.
Best comedy. Now, what I thought Nasuth would have picked isn't even in the list. So
really, what did you think I would pick?
I thought you would have gone with Konosuba Season 3. I genuinely thought you would have gone with Konosuba Season 3.
That's a good one.
That's not in here. So I'm
you didn't
wondering
go for either.
I'm wondering if we've potentially picked the same thing, but I didn't think you enjoyed it as much as I did. Oh,
I don't think we picked
unless it's the Fable.
No.
Oh,
close.
Shit. I don't know.
Close, but no.
I don't know.
It's one we've already talked about, which I suppose Fable we did already talk about, but it's not that one.
What's close to the Fable?
I don't know.
Like physically on the screen, or just
No.
Because the rest of it
close in terms of tone.
Oh,
to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, tone. I was. Hold on. I'm just gonna double check when you say tone. Undead Unluck?
No.
Fuck. I don't know. Put me out of my misery, my dude.
It's Bang Bravern. It's another one where
it was just of tone. Are you fucking?
Yeah, they're both very quirky, bizarre anime.
I'm
sure one is a dark comedy and one is a how would you describe Bang Bravern?
Completely off the fucking nut.
But it does have dark moments too.
Comedy, action.
I mean, they make fun of waterboarding for fuck's sake.
I'm starting to wonder if you're a little bit tone deaf here.
Maybe.
I mean, he does like Devilman Crybaby.
But it's not like a slapstick or anything. It's another one of those like quirky ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's different. It is different. But I wouldn't put them in the same. Okay.
But yeah, no, the fact that they try to waterboard one of the giant robots, it's like, stuff like that is just, it's so funny. Oh my god.
I don't.
The show I found myself laughing at the most was in fact Dungeon Meshi. Delicious in Dungeon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's
because
fair.
Nothing got me harder than the sirens trying to sing and Laius coming along singing along with them and then all just giving up and going away. They never let me sing with them.
Yeah. No,
I don't know why. They never let me sing with them. They all wander off.
I honestly, I would have thought you would have put it somewhere between so either No Longer Allowed in Another World, because you were raving about that. You were really, really raving about it.
Yeah, I was.
Or Gushing Over Magical Girls. That's what I thought you'd pick those two.
That wasn't I wasn't laugh out loud funny. That was entertaining for how far they pushed the scenarios. And while I really enjoyed No Longer Allowed in the Parallel World, the the comedy in that wasn't specifically laugh out loud comedy. I found the jokes in Dungeon Mesh just hit. You know, everything from brushing out Senshi's beard so that he could conduct magic again. To,
fan service.
To Chilchuck trying to figure out how to cook, how to get oil heated on a trap in the middle of the dungeon. You know,
I also picked Delicious in Dungeon. It was a toss up between that and Konosuba Season 3. But I felt that the satire humor of Konosuba Season 3 is trumped ever so slightly by the kind of zany, in-your-face, unexpectedly from
the more realistic sort of slice of lifey humor in Delicious in Dungeon.
Scenario based.
I suppose.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things was the whole Marcille, that's her name, Marcille having to dress up as a frog.
Yeah.
Or have to wear the frog skin to get through the poisonous foliage.
Yep. The fact that she thought the best way to get a mandrake out of the ground and keep it fresh was to tie it to a dog, and the dog will die.
Yeah.
And everybody looking at her like, "Are you absolutely off your nut?" No, it works.
So it's I really, really enjoyed Delicious in Dungeon. I really wish it gets its second season. I really wish its second season gets its
finish
due.
off that story.
Yeah. Studio Trigger, please, cook that right. Don't rush it. If it needs to come out in 2027, I'll fucking wait. Right?
This is another one where Studio Trigger changed their style. I mean, even though it comes through in certain parts. They changed their style so much for this one, the same way that Science Saru did for Danadan. It's kind of nice to see these companies experimenting more.
Yeah, I mean, A1 Studio, A1 Productions. I can't remember what they're called. They are notorious for just constantly changing up their style.
Yeah,
constantly. So I think it kind of works for them. Right, moving on.
Yep.
Drama.
Best drama series.
Mm.
I don't
lot
know
of ways
what
this could
you
go.
guys would have picked.
Yes.
I don't know what you guys would have picked.
See if you can pick it from the list, Dino. You've been doing well for this so far before.
Archdemon's Dilemma.
Nope.
I think he's gone for Bartender.
He's correct.
Yes, of course.
Bartender, Glass of God.
How do I do this? I don't like living in your head.
No, I'm just you just got you got logical progression from these things.
Kind of.
And also, it does mean that in many cases, you're as bad as me.
Shut up.
Lol.
Shut up. Just talk about Bartender.
Yeah. Bartender is a great, simple... It's a slice of life, but it's a drama as well. And it's the kind of drama that I don't dislike, because most dramas are about romance. This is about the dramas of everyday life, of trying to get your job right, of trying to get over the stress of your day-to-day. And also the drama that comes from needing to be treated right by somebody. So people at the end of their wits will seek out a priest or a bartender, is the phrase they use in the show. And when they do that, both parties, the priest or the bartender, have to respond the right way that takes into account who the person is, not what they want the person to be. Our main character did it the wrong way himself when he was abroad in a fancy French bar in some high-rise building. And the person he served, he listened to their story and then he served them the drink of the day, his signature drink, instead of the one he thought the guy was after. And the next night, that guy tried to walk on the clouds off the edge of the building. And he takes that. Our bartender has taken that on himself, and evermore he's now convinced that he needs to treat his customers right, not like clients.
Not how he thinks they should be.
Yes, and that can he's not perfect. He learns from the things he goes through in the show as well, and the people that come to him take his wisdom on and actually go on with their lives and are better for it. There's lots of little subplots in there, whether that's relationships or work or even quitting work and starting something else. It's all played out through the story. So yeah, good drama.
No, go ahead.
I think that. Oh, do you want to try and guess mine, or should
I think you picked Fear Red.
Nope. I think Nasuth's is Ninja Kanpai.
Nope.
Oh fuck.
Nope.
Shit.
I think it's a Spice Wolf.
Yep, mine's Spice Wolf.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So much like the characters in Spice and Wolf are really well thought out, in a time where religion and misogyny are rampant in a world. A lot of the whole pagan gods and things like that, they suffer, and where you've got a character. I love Horo simply because she is wise beyond all years of man and things like, she's older than anyone, sort of thing, and she's crafty while at the same time has this air of innocence about her, this childlike innocence, because even though she is older than all of humanity, she is still young for a deity. And yes. I love the whole relationship between Lawrence and Craft Lawrence, that's his name. Yeah, so Craft and Horo, and the journey that they go through, every step they try to take to avoid conflict, especially with the church. That it's not directly Catholicism, but there is
it's
that
religious parallels.
Rooted. Yeah, there is a parallel there, certainly. And I love the fact that they do anything they can. Cunning. They employ lots of cunning to dodge the church. It's a brilliant series. Honestly, it's fantastic. And I'm so happy that it got announced for a second season. Again, I really hope that the second season takes its time, because I'm pretty sure, like, towards the end of season 1, the animation kind of got a bit weak in places. So, but it's such a good series. So, 100%
well, don't worry. Season 2 will use AI to do the in-between.
Shh. Don't ruin my fun here, Nasuth.
Dude.
I don't know what Nasuth's gone for.
No, neither do I.
I picked Nier Automata.
Really?
Oh,
really? Why is that not? Nice. That's not Nier.
No, remember that for whatever reason, Nier Automata's not.
Oh, right.
Giving us the thing.
Yeah. So, even though I found part 1 to be, this is another one where I found part 1 to be kind of slow, but in this case, as opposed to Mushoku Tensei, I felt like, in retrospect, after watching all of it, I felt all of that was necessary to really build up the world and the characters and just so many things that became important in the second half. And even though it's very action-oriented, it does deal with a lot of drama situations, right? You've got all these deep things about what is a humanity. You've got what is her name? A2 trying to protect the villagers. You've got the machine life form trying to discover what it is. You've got revelations about Yorha. You've got all this stuff that makes for a really good dramatic set piece. And like the whole ending was just, even though I don't like 9S, what he was doing is understandable to a degree and fits that dramatic tone as well. So
Indeed.
yeah, there you go. Just
Finally
to
managed
wrap
to
up,
get the damn thing. Yeah, finally managed to get the damn thing working. Right.
Oh, yes.
Okay, moving on. Best
To the
horror
one that-
series.
Has only one vote among all of us.
No, that's not true. I know Nasuth and I have not picked the same thing.
Oh, what could Xeno have
Really?
picked? It's a horror.
Literally, the only one I watched was Uzumaki, so...
Same. What could Xeno have
What
picked?
horror show? Out of this list.
I can't imagine. But we'll talk about Uzumaki since we'll ruminate on that a little bit. So yeah, this sort of by default, this was the only one I saw, I think. But also I thought it was really good. I know that the popular opinion says it was a really bad adaptation. I didn't find it to be that way. I thought it was really good. It really gave you a sense of a moving manga in a lot of ways. And yeah, Junji Ito's always a winner. I assume Thaylien feels kind of the same way.
I do indeed. Sorry, I'm just having to cough a little bit. So, I'm just trying to figure out.
What Xeno picked,
Xeno.
I know, right?
And out of the list,
Is it Mysterious Disappearances?
It is.
Yeah!
which isn't listed as a horror. That's why it didn't come up.
Sorry, we'll say that again.
No,
Thaylien?
it's listed as supernatural and.
When I looked it up, it was listed as a horror.
Let's see. Mystery, supernatural, ecchi.
Oh,
Well,
when I looked
Ecchi
it
is
up,
pretty terrifying.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
when I looked it up on Anime
It's
Planet,
certainly
it was listed as a
terrifying
horror.
when I start talking about it.
So when you talk about anything, but so
Ooh.
with Mysterious Disappearances, the thing that really, first off, it was like one of the only things I'd actually bloody watched that was a horror this year. But I loved the urban legend aspect of modern day. You know, the idea of a VTuber basically becoming a ghost from, I think it was like ancient China or something like that basically would cause people to root for the VTuber so much, you know, they wouldn't sleep, and ultimately they would die from a lack of sleep and things like this. Again, a being that would go around swapping places with people from, but you know, again, there's like so many ancient Japanese sort of like urban legends, you know, about like, you know, strange knocks at the front door, but when you go to visit them, you know, so I go to check on the front door, no one's there except for you see these footprints just walk away kind of thing. I really, really enjoyed that as a narrative storytelling device. So, yeah.
That really makes me think of Moroku-chan as well. I may have to check this out, honestly.
It is a good series. The only drawback to the series is the ending does not feel that great. So, yeah. But I enjoyed it a hell of a lot.
Well, I think that means
Cool.
we're on to our final category.
To round
Oops,
out,
that was
finish
the
them off
wrong
with a bang. Most embarrassing Netflix live adaptation. This wasn't limited to this year, was it, Xeno?
No, it's not limited to any specific year. So,
Well, I limited mine to this year.
was there a live action adaptation of something this year?
Oh, yeah, it's live action Netflix. Oh, it is live adaptation. Fuck. Oh, well. I'm gonna go with mine anyway.
What did you think it was?
Go on.
I thought it was just most embarrassing Netflix adaptation for some reason.
No,
My brain blipped out on live.
Right. Okay. So what did you put?
I put Ninja Kamui. which technically isn't Netflix. It's Adult Swim, but it doesn't really matter. It's a Western adaptation. And even though it started out really good, by the ending it was just absolutely embarrassing. I don't know what they were thinking. Woo.
Didn't they go like CG mecha suits and
power suits, but like you have all this cool ninja magic and you just decide to go with power suits. I don't oh my god, what are you doing?
Yeah, I did not put mine in the actual thing because we have so many problems with it in the system. Mine is the live action Full Metal Alchemist. It is just...
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Not wrong at all.
So
and
bad.
for embarrassing, considering the amount of advertising and everything, I went with the Cowboy Bebop live adaptation.
Yep, I can...
You mean you didn't go for the One Piece live adaptation?
Well, I heard
No,
that was
I thought that was a really good one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Can't call that one
I
embarrassing.
mean, the Hunter x Hunter one was worse than the One Piece one.
Hunter x Hunter?
Wait, was it? Oh no,
There
it
was
was
a Hunter?
No,
No.
not Hunter x Hunter. Oh, what was it that you watched?
Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yu Yu Hakusho. That's the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. We're done with the Golden Tankards.
We're done with the
We
Golden
are
Tankards.
indeed.
Yeah.
Let us know
Yes,
in
that
the
is
the
comments below what you thought of our picks and what you'd pick for yourself if you want. You know, you don't have to go through every category, but if you want to, list what you thought was best anime and most embarrassing Netflix adaptation, go for it. Let us know.
What categories do you want us to add?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's-
Should we do Best Boy and Best Husbando?
Right.
Next time.
However, moving on, we're going to move on to the supporter questions. Right. So, Zrugel asks, before we start the supporter questions, I just want to say thank you everyone for listening to our podcast so far. We really appreciate all the likes and comments everyone leaves on these episodes. And in fact, people that just listen should actually go check out the the video version and skip to the memes because you're really missing out. The memes are so good. If you can't think of anything to say, then you can always scroll down and like other people's comments. Any engagement is good engagement.
True.
Right. Zrul also asks, would you rather be sticky all over or itchy all over? Well,
I think
Because
sticky.
I'm fairly sure that being sticky all over would lead to you being itchy all over.
well,
Not necessarily.
my question is, could I wash off the stickiness?
No.
You would have to endure it for a certain amount of time, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, trust when I say being itchy and not being able to get any sense of
Relief.
relief is so bad.
Oh, I don't know. Being itchy all over, but being able to scratch it and...
No.
It's still itchy, but being able to scratch it is then... Especially if you've
scratch
got a
yourself, you
really
scratch your
nice
skin raw.
back scratcher.
No, you just
No,
scratch your
because,
skin
like,
raw.
If you got...
then you end up with shit like this, Thaylien.
Yeah.
I tried to play it off for you, and you just didn't... You could have said it was a hickey, and no.
It fucking hurts like all hell, and I have to. So, and the
understand.
problem is like when you try to sleep and like, oh no, I'm trying to sleep and my skin's itching and
I've got
Yeah.
really bad psoriasis, so I understand.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, sticky would probably be
Yeah,
my
still
choice.
sticky.
Yep.
Because I could endure that for a while.
Right. Recuse plus coffee equals encrypted asks, would you rather be covered in non-radioactive nuclear waste or completely disinfected sewage? Completely disinfected sewage.
Yes.
I think. Oh,
Wait,
does nuclear waste smell? Because if it doesn't smell, I'd go for
No.
that one.
Wait.
Non-radioactive nuclear waste is basically just Earth
Oh.
and rocks. So
Yeah, no, I'll do
that's
that
what
one.
I would pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, no.
Because
no,
I
no,
assume
that
the
one.
other one would still smell, even though it's disinfected.
Yeah, no, I didn't even think of that. Would it smell if it's disinfected?
No, it doesn't.
That's a good
'cause
question.
You can buy paper made out of elephant poo. That's been
Because the smell
treated.
does come from
Yeah.
bacteria. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
True.
This is confusing. It turns out they're both like, oh, this is just dirt.
Yeah. Non-radioactive nuclear waste for me.
The Apothecary Nasuth asks, would you rather be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle or...
No.
Sorry, would you rather be in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle anime or a Batman Ninja anime? TMNT anime.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
100%.
That's my choice as well. The Batman Ninja animes don't make sense.
At least... that's your fucking complaint. At least the TMNT anime will have pizza.
Exactly. No, I mean, they don't make sense as in completely. From all aspects. Storyboarding, visuals, writing, everything. Batman
And
Ninja
now
ones don't
moving
make sense.
on to the comments.
Do we want to pause so I can
Nasuth-
put them in the thing, or do you want to just read them off the YouTube channel?
Fuck it, I'll read off the YouTube channel.
Okay.
Right.
We'll keep going then. We'll do it live.
So, first of all, from the news. Oh, let me see if there's actually a comment from Michelle on the news. Because there might not be. Wait. Oh, there's a comments button. Michelle says, news! And Zrula says, I didn't really keep track of thoughts throughout the episode, but that was a fun news episode. Thanks, guys. Some of those picks for next season sound pretty cool. Kind of excited for those that you mentioned. So now that you mention it.
You should.
Yep.
Check out the current season.
And Thaylien just spoiling shit for anyone that's waiting for a couple of episodes to come out.
That's so weak.
Moving on to the comments from the cast. So first of all, we got from Michelle. So this came out on Friday.
Yeah,
Wait, did it come out?
I somehow lost a day during the week, and I thought it was still Thursday. And it's like, oops, oopsie.
Okay. Are you guys changing the schedule, or did Nasuth forget? You have your answer. I usually watch on the weekend anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. A couple of great shows this season, but I appreciate the reviews. Thanks for the entertainment and the memes. Also, you all did much better not interrupting each other this week. Kudos.
Curses, I wasn't drunk enough.
I thought you were particularly bad.
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
You're just exaggerating.
And then moving on to moving on to Zrugel. I watched all of Dan a week or so ago, and it was all right. Aww. I'll mostly say this because I want to see your reaction. It was better than all right. God damn it!
Troll!
You son of a bitch.
You got trolled.
Just go.
Lame. Even though I was watching Miss Servant, I wasn't watching Miss Servant. I hate it when the ending lets down the whole show. Yeah, Heavenly Delusion.
Yeah.
I remember Spirit Chronicles. Thank you for the recap, Xeno. It was just as he described it. The story, the story bits almost gave whiplash. Was that supposed to be beats? And the ending was just wish fulfillment anime. But it had some interesting ideas. Yeah. I meant to actually watch Ranma half, but never actually started it.
He's actually done Ranma half.
Yes.
In the comments.
It's
not one half, notice.
Yeah, it's half. Right?
Yes, even when he's written it, that's brilliant.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't think Loner Life in Another World sounded all that interesting, but I think I'm going to give it a try.
Let me know what you think.
While I may pick up Duo Over Damsel 2, I wanted to like Seventh Time Loop, but it kind of fell flat for me. Yeah, I completely agree. Diamond sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I saw the first season of Shangri-La Frontier and really enjoyed it. But I actually forgot season 2 was out this season, lol. Got another thing to binge, I guess. Yes! Oh, today's episode. Oh, so good. So good.
Are they simuldubbing that one? I can't remember. I know there's several things that are being simuldubbed these days.
I have no idea, but meat's back on the menu, boys. Anyway, and now
it's time for everyone's
time.
favorite part, the memes.
The memes.
Memes.
All of our memes tend to come from Reddit, not always, but mostly. But they are archived on our own server, in the links in the description below, so that you can enjoy them even if Reddit deletes them, which it tends to do. We also gather up to 6 viewer memes, which you can submit on our Discord. We don't see them ahead of time. We want to react to them as they come up, so that we can give you our honest opinion of them. And then we all have, the rest of us have 6. And this week we have 4 viewer memes. So let's get into those immediately. What does it say?
You certainly know how to win a maid's heart, Super Usama. 3 out of 4 maids agree.
Oh.
Mom, can I have a dog girl? No, we have a dog girl at home. The dog girl at home.
Oh. Oh.
No.
Oh God, no.
I knew that was coming.
When you're acting up in public and your mum looks for a place to beat you. Where should we do this?
Oh, yeah. I remember. So this is from Super, when they were pretending that this guy was super strong. And so Goku was like, I need to fight him now.
Oh, my God.
Age 15, age 17. Female. Male. Anime.
Yeah. True.
Yep.
True. All right, on to my memes. If you could have one superpower, what would it be? People say the flight. Other people say invisibility. Me, an intellectual, money. It worked for Tony Stark. And Batman. Interesting start with the MC as an anime director and her journey in making anime. It's an isekai. Sad.
See, like, I
hadn't said anything.
Yeah, you know, I would have gotten spoiled. But I did actually watch it in the end. But I don't know if it actually is an isekai.
We'll find out.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, I have to keep watching.
Oh, you think it's a case of the authors in their own world, like the same way authors tend to get drawn into their own worlds, and then we're just going to snap out of it later?
It isn't their own world.
Okay. All right. Well, my main account, my alt.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Brilliant.
Yes, where you dress up like a gimp.
Yes. AI, traditionally made media.
Oof.
Next one's a video
Oddly
meme.
appropriate meme.
Yeah. Mentally ill boyfriend, mentally ill girlfriend, mentally ill cat.
Yes. Prepare for trouble.
Oh, brilliant. I love that.
And my last one. Sorry, not you, Union. Why not? No Crimson Demon Club. You let Megaman in. It says no Crimson Demons. We're allowed to have one. Poor Union. Justice for Union.
Poor Union.
Alright, on to Thaylien.
You called my favourite anime mid, Jerry. That's worse than calling it bad.
Oh my God.
Let's play hide and seek. I'll hide, and you'll seek professional help.
This next one is a little bit spicy, so if you are watching this at work...
Just a little, not very much.
Be warned. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey, please stop with the cyber...
This one should have been marked spicy. Jesus.
Yep.
What? How? Me and Okara are dating. We've known for ages. Huh? We started dating 2 days ago. The fuck were you doing before that?
Yes. And this last one is a video meme.
Was too far. You killed him without even giving him a chance. Spare me your morals, Kakarot. I eliminated a threat.
Yeah.
It's the subtitle should have said.
Too far.
No. We're gonna go back.
It's the duck emojis.
We're gonna go back to that one. All right. So now for Xenos.
Rank S, rank S, rank S, rank S, Ranky.
He is. It's just a troll time.
Next one's a video meme.
Religious friend, come to church with me. It won't be that bad. Me
Sets on
walking in.
fire.
This is true.
Yeah.
I did this once, and I did get set on fire.
Japan creates animal girls. We got cat girl, raccoon girl, and dinosaur girl. Charles Darwin. I think I'm done with evolution.
Yeah.
It's me. No, that's not how you hold a knife.
That's how you hold a knife.
This is Sumi. Yeah.
Good boy.
Yo.
Yes! Oh, man. If I'd known you were using this, I wouldn't have put it out on the Kanpai Cast Discord.
You're as beautiful as the day I lost you.
Indeed. And your last one.
And as underaged.
Sword Art Online. The coolest Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yep.
Not wrong.
Correct.
Not wrong. There you go.
Oh.
Best memes. Right. That is it for this week's episode. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching and or listening. And now it is time to bottoms up and Kanpai.
Kanpai.
Kanpai.